Hi everybody, it's Madison back for day 2 of the SA Wine Lockdown virtual tasting series, and today we are going to be doing our ABCs together for our Absolutely Brilliant Chardonnays. So for our first one, we've got our Estate Chardonnay. I have a 2017 for you, and then I also have a 2017 Reserve Chardonnay. So we're going to be handling both of those today. So when it comes to breaking down Creation Chardonnay, what is the important thing to know? Firstly, we have a great soil that we planted in. Our soils are clay-derived soils, and the Chardonnay block has a lot of decomposing granite and a lot of quartz in it. And lucky for you, I even have an example to show you today. So we've got these beautiful stones taken out of our vineyards, which you can see gorgeous layers of quartz in there, which helps contribute to a great freshness in the wines. So soil is important. The climate, obviously, also very important. And we have a cool climate, as discussed yesterday, great ocean influence, nice diurnal range, great long ripening period for the grapes to allow good flavor development. The next thing important to know is we have 3 clones of Chardonnay planted on the farm. They're 3 Dijon clones, which is 95, 96, and 76. And what that does is it allows us to get a combination of grapes which bring the following characters to the wine. We've got good acidity, nice aromatic richness, a little bit more complexity and texture, as well as yields that are consistently good over the years. They're a nice medium bunch size, which means we've got decently concentrated flavors in the grapes, and this all helps to produce beautiful wines. After we've harvested, obviously we move on into the cellar, and the process in which we make the 2 wines is fairly similar. We do 10 months in barrel for both of these whites, whereas with the Estate Chardonnay, we do 30% new wood compared to the Reserve Chardonnay, which is about 40% new wood. And that makes the differences. You're going to see now when we taste the 2 wines together. The other important thing to note is we allow a naturally occurring process called malolactic conversion to occur. And what this is it's the conversion of a harsh, maybe more astringent acid found in white wines, and is converted by a bacteria found naturally also into something called lactic acid, which is a lot softer, a lot rounder, but still beautiful and fresh. So we've got these 2 great Chardonnays, both undergone these processes, varying levels of wood that we've got that's created such wines with finesse. So let's get to tasting the wines. We've got the Estate and Reserve in the glasses in front of me. Estate and Reserve. So the color on both of them, fairly similar, both classified as a pale lemon. When we get to the nose, the Estate Chardonnay definitely leaps out at you with its fruit. It's got a much more fruit-forward profile with peaches and a little hint of lemon, lovely white pear, and maybe some quince. For those of you who've never seen a quince, I actually have one here at home. This is what it looks like. It's quite bulky and clunky, but it certainly is a great element to pick up on an easy to drink Chardonnay. With the Reserve, it's a lot more rich. We've got slightly more vanilla that comes through on the nose. That's definitely due to the increase in the amount of new wood that's used, whereas this is 30%, the Reserve is 40% new wood. We've got great citrus notes that come through, a little bit more grapefruit note compared to the peach and pear note you found in the Estate. Maybe some yellow apples in the Reserve. Really just showing that it's maybe a little bit more complex wine on the palate. A really good follow through from the nose on the Estate. We get all of those lovely flavors that we picked up. We get the peach and the pear and the quince, that light hint of vanilla, and it just ties the whole thing together in a neat little bow. Super choice for an easy drinking Chardonnay. For the Reserve, you get a lot more of the apple flavor that comes through on the palate. Great baking spice note that comes through. It makes me think of apple pie. Maybe, who knows, in the next 21 days you will see me trying my hand at making an apple pie to make with my Reserve Chardonnay. It's got that lovely cinnamon note, a little bit of that honeyed character, again a little bit richer, more complex, but still lovely and fresh. Very, very easy to drink. The 2 Chardonnays are an absolutely fabulous pairing with a number of dishes. You can check out our social media for some links that we've got to what we think are some perfect pairings with the 2 wines. Tag us in your posts, Open a bottle, let us know what you think, show us what you've been pairing these wines with. We'd love to know. Keep tuned in because tomorrow we will be going over our amazing Chenin Blancs. So keep safe, and this is day 2 of the virtual wine tasting series with Creation Wines. Cheers.